in the game can see the boxing voice.
ThaBoxingvoice.com, live here with Paulie, the Magic Man Malignaggi. Paulie, so you're going to give it another crack at it? You're going up for a European title. It's something that you've always wanted, and you've done so much in your career. Why not cap it off with a little bit in the UK for the UK fans? Because you have a lot of love there.
Yeah, I do get a lot of love there, and it's always exciting to fight in front of that crowd, those fans. They're emotional, they're loud, they're vocal, and it's something that always makes it fun to perform in front of a crowd like that. They're into all the fights, they're there all night, and they always let you hear it, and I love it, and hopefully it's a good fight. I know the event's already sold out, which is amazing, and hopefully there's something that they'll be pleased about with my performance.
Now, what do you know about this guy, Gianluca Branco?
Yeah, Branco is a guy who's fought Cotto. He's fought Arturo Gatti. He's the European champion. So, you know, we've prepared well for him. We've had a pretty good training camp. You know, we've gotten more sparring in this camp than we have been able to all year. So I think that's always very important to get the sparring. At least for me in my training camps, I've always stressed a lot of sparring, but certain things happen where I haven't been able to spar as much as I have now for this training camp. So, you know, I just wanted to give it an honest effort and see how far I can go. I may decide to stop after the next fight. I may decide to keep going. You know, when you get to this point in your career, I think it's you're on a one fight at a time basis. At the most, I don't intend to fight past 2016. But at the same time, I want to give it the honest effort and make sure I'm able to train correctly for all my fights and give it 100% to go. And we'll see. We'll see how far that takes me. Maybe it might get me beat along the way, or it might get me one more big shot at something. We'll see. But I definitely want to earn it and not just step right into a big fight. I want to win these kind of fights first and see how I feel.
Now, is this training camp being held with Eric Brown?
No, Eric was with Peter Quillen, so I went back to my old trainer, one of my old trainers, Sharif Yunan. Who was also a very knowledgeable guy, but also a New York guy. So, you know, being that I was in New York for these months, it was easier to hold the training camp with Sharif and get that one-on-one. As you know, Eric's name has grown more in boxing, and I'm happy for him. But at the same time, I feel like I needed that one-on-one time every day to push yourself. You know, because what I started to notice a lot of times was if your trainer's not there, yeah, you push yourself, but you don't push yourself like when a trainer's there pushing you. And so I felt like I needed that, and I felt like I got that in this training camp. So, you know, me and Eric always on friendly terms, and I love him both as a trainer and as a coach and as a person. But at the same time, you know, we had to do what we had to do, and Eric had to go to Miami, understandably, for this big fight, this big event with Peter Quillen, and I just trained in New York with Sharif.
Now, obviously, you know, they say that retiring is one of the hardest things to do. This European title, you said it yourself, maybe it opens up something bigger along the lines in the future. You know that that's the possibility. Like, if you get a European title, then all of a sudden you're back in the mix again, you know, because there's young guys always coming up. And someone is always going to need a name to build, and you're always going to be a star. I mean, look, you fill out the Barclays Center, and now you're commentating. I mean, you're going back to the UK. It's just, you have options.
Yeah, it's tough to walk away, but at the same time, I don't want to I could just sit around and try to get a big fight based on my name, which is what I did for the Garcia fight after such a long layoff. But you know what? I don't feel like that's the right thing to do. I also don't feel like that's the honest way to get your big fights. I feel like, you know, sometimes you got to earn it. And you know, I'm not saying earn it through wars, but you know, I've got my reputation already. But I want to see how I do in these kind of fights. You know, maybe win a European title, maybe defend it once or twice to see where that takes me, how I feel about that, you know, and how I'm feeling in the fights. And then if it can earn me a big shot at something, then at least I'll have earned it, and we'll see how I feel in that kind of big fight. Regardless, like I said, at the most, I don't want to go past 2016. At the earliest, I may fight next week and say, you know what, even if I win or lose, you know, I don't know if I want to train again, but we'll see. You know, like I always say yes, I always say no, but you're really unsure. Like I wish I could give a definitive answer, but I can't give a definitive answer because I don't know myself.
Just feels like you're laying out the groundwork for either an Amir Khan rematch in the UK or a Kell Brook clash. I mean, I don't know, welterweight, then you're fighting in the UK, but that's good. Let's switch topics a little bit.